Hello and welcome to New York's Talks post-match reaction on the first game back at the New York Stadium post sort of World Cup. And I'm sorry to say, lads, we've all got cold feet for naff all, haven't we? I mean, Matt, I'll start with you. Where do you think we went wrong today?
Defensively. I don't know what's wrong with the defence. Something was obviously not right. We looked wide open on the right hand side. Particularly in the first half. I think the second half it was just rubbish defensively, full stop. But there was an issue. Woody obviously coming off at half time. Did Woody have a problem? It looked like it was moving fine, and Woody didn't really make any mistakes. I felt like Peltier was a bit of a weak link today, which is strange. Barlasser was slow on the ball, which is really not like him. We expect to see Barlasser moving the ball quickly, this, that, other. I thought Bramall was average. Only person that comes out with a bit of credit is probably Victor. He pulled off a really good serve in the second half. But then there's other questions on the second goal. I would need to see that back to see on that one really. But it ponders. It felt like a bit like a pre-season friendly, but we were like 10,000 people in rather than 1,500. I don't know. I don't get it. They've had 4 weeks to get things right, and that's what you come up with. I don't really buy it. I don't really accept it as acceptable. But we move on, I suppose.
Yeah, it was sort of like the entire back line had a day off today. Because I was saying to the people who sat around me, it felt like the right-hand side was quite vulnerable today, which unfortunately was Peltier's side. And I felt Woody got old-manned a little bit by their number 15. I think it was. Experienced head like Woody shouldn't be letting the ball bounce and it go over him, should he, mate?
No. I mean, it was just been flat. Everything was flat. The crowd were flat. The team were flat. The performance was flat. Everything was just flat. I mean, they are probably as bad a side as we've seen this season down at New York, and we end up losing 3-1 to them. We really made no impressions at all. And Matt hit the nail on the head. Really, we were just ponderous on ball. We're a little bit like England against USA, weren't it? You know, just knocking balls side to side and no real penetration, no movement. I'm not sure what they've been doing for the last 4 weeks. Whatever it is, they've certainly not put it into practice on pitch. Back to front, we were just poor all over the pitch, and they were there for the taking. They were, like I said, they were as poor a side as we've seen this season at New York, and we've just let them walk away with 3 points. You know, the goals. There's a foul in the build up to the first goal, but other than that, maybe the second goal was very lucky. Victor got a touch on it and managed to touch it onto their player rather than anywhere else. And the third goal was a well taken goal, but should have been defended far better. Just a short corner. But on the run up to that third goal, like you said at the time, Matt, we'd continually put the ball back into dangerous areas in our own area, which, you know, I don't know. We maybe need another 4 weeks off. I don't know. We'll see. But that was bad.
Yeah, it was. Like I said at the beginning, cold feet for naff all, wasn't it, lads? I mean, Chio's goal was well taken. The cross in from Norton Cuffy was an absolutely incredible ball to come in, and then Chio's at the far post just to head it home. So fair play to Chio on that one, getting the goal. Their keeper pulled off an incredible save to deny Kelly as well. Yeah, and the clearance off the line. Yeah, and the clearance off the line as well. So yeah, I can't really complain about certain aspects of that performance. I think as a whole it was just a bit wasn't it, Matt?
It were, and another issue comes substitution. I think bringing Rathbone off for an hour were crazy, but I don't mind bringing Kelly on. Obviously I don't mind that. Obviously I don't mind bringing Eves on. My issue came then that they refused to put the ball in the box. The prime example is the corner in the last minute. You've got Kelly's nearly scored twice, and then you don't put the ball into the box. You brought Tom Eves on, and you're not putting the ball into the box. Well, what are you bringing him on for then? You may as well bring another guy into centre at pitch. It needs to go into the box. You need to start threatening him, and it worked twice. It took 2 stunning bits of defensive play from the keeper and their defender to not make it essentially 3-3, to not make it a draw, which was crazy. Just been a crash in the car park. That's
live on
New York Talk.
Got it on dash cam if we need it.
Oh, what the hell do we record that? Anyway, Danny.
Yeah, you could say that was a bit like our performance. We just crashed and burned a little bit, didn't we? But yeah, anything else to touch on, Mick?
Not really. I mean, I think, as you just said, that just sums it up. It's been a car crash. and hopefully we move on to better things next week.
Carcass just done you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah.
But yeah, there you go. The scenes were out of our control have actually summed up the game quite well. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope everyone in that car's all right. They seem all right, so that's good. And yeah, we'll catch you again for the next home game, which I think is Boxing Day against Stoke. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Stay safe and keep warm.